The
Get a
policy,
bidding war.
telling you. Policy Subcommittee, March 8th, 2023, calling the meeting to order. We have a review on the minutes. Can we make an action on the minutes with only two of us? Okay. Review of minutes 1/4/23.
Yep, move to approve.
Second. All in favor? Okay. So we have 5 policies to review. The first one is JLCF. We wanted to actually have a discussion about this
Good.
because there is a committee that goes with it, but truthfully, the committee is not able to really meet regularly. It's not able to really make any significant changes, it's really more of like a, what's the word I'm looking for? A consultant committee, but it's not really an implementation committee.
Something that overviews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, and it takes away from a lot of our senior administrators and our senior teachers where their time could be better served in other places. So I would like to, I would still like to have the policy and make sure that the policy would be implemented through the central office and the admin, but I would like to take away the committee because I don't think it fits or serves the time of the district.
Yeah, the only issue I had, and I agree with you on that, is it's under item 4.
I'm
or
scrolling
6,
down.
I think.
So many things are
6,
blacked
item
out.
A. Yeah, you gotta go way down through all that. It's physical activity, item A.
Okay, I'm getting there.
Yep.
Can you read it, Jim?
Yeah, it says, in addition to any recess periods provided by the ordinary daily schedule, students will be offered periodic opportunities to be active or stretch throughout the day. The district recommends teachers provide short 3 to 5 minute physical activity breaks to students during and between classroom time at least 3 days per week. Not a substitute for physical education class recess class periods. And my comment on that is they get a break between each classroom because they have to walk to class.
At the upper levels.
They have, well, okay, they have phys ed. Well, I'm talking about middle school and high school. I don't have a problem.
Change to the whole district.
I don't have a problem with this being like K through 6th
I think that was the
grade, 5th grade.
Can you read this for K through?
It doesn't say that.
Yeah, and we can look at amending and adding that for K through 5, because I do agree that this really, the way that I read this, it's really more for those younger kids that
Yeah.
need those movement
Sure.
breaks. And I can tell you a lot of the teachers have movement breaks built in that you don't even, but it's still part of the there's the centers, there's the moving around. So I would be in agreement if we want to change that for K through 5.
Sounds great.
Because I agree with you, Jim, that the middle and high school are walking, that, they're getting
Well,
more.
Part of growing up is learning to be able to stay still and focus.
Yep.
Right?
Yes. Part of school is learning
Yeah,
to sit when you want to run.
right.
Yep. So I think the 2 things that we would like to change is we'd like to take the part about the committee out, and then we'll just change that section for the physical activity.
Sounds great. We'll forward that to Phyllis and to get it to the board.
Okay, all right, so would we like to make a motion with those 2 changes and submit that to the board for first read?
I'll second that.
Okay, any discussion?
Nope.
All in favor?
Yes.
Okay. The next one is the Suicide Prevention and Response, GLDBB. I had brought some things to Heidi and Tom today. I wanted to know what assessments they use to screen, because it was not in the policy. And in the field of clinical work, any policy, you should kind of state what assessments and things that you use so people are aware. The school does use the CSSRS, the Colvier's Suicide Severity Rating Scale, which is studied, it's measured, it's a great scale. So Heidi will be updating the policy to match that is what all of the staff are trained on.
Okay. So I did notice there's going to be an appointment of a district suicide prevention coordinator and also a person for each building.
That's right, it's the guidance counselor and the guidance director.
Okay, so what are they gonna do? Get a stipend or something?
Mhm.
No, it's just part of the
It's just the person
responsibility.
that's in charge.
Okay, I'm in favor of this.
Yeah, so the way that usually works is, if a student states that they're wanting to harm themselves or someone else, they would be screened maybe by a teacher or maybe by a guidance counselor, and then if it hits a certain level, then it gets referred to that building liaison.
And then they go from there.
Then they go from there. Yep. And that's part of the process that I will be talking to Heidi on what that process looks like and making sure that process is, clearly stated in the policy.
Okay,
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions or concerns on this policy?
nope,
Okay, I make a motion to move JLDBB with the policy amendments that we discussed to first read to the board.
and I'll second that.
Okay, any discussion?
Thank you for reading it and taking the time to really consider it and for giving us that feedback. It made a big difference.
You're welcome. It helps when you can do, when things that you can add. All in favor?
Yeah.
Okay, great. The next one is KFA, public conduct on school property. I had no questions or concerns. Jim, I don't know if you
I
did.
don't either.
Okay. Want to make a motion to move for first and second on this
Sounds
one?
great.
Second,
Okay, any discussion?
nope,
All in favor, move, KFA for first and second read.
yes.
So the next one is
You
IKFA.
need to say this.
Oh, sorry, yes. IKFAA. So this is something that I actually brought to Jen and Tom's attention. This is something that I did, that was at my former district where I went as a kid and grew up, is Timberlane. Anyone that was on the school board or a teacher or a select person, they're allowed to hand out their child's diploma. And I always thought that was kind of a really cool thing that like my teacher could give their own kid their diploma.
Oh, I see, so they would step forward.
Yep.
Okay.
I just thought it was a really kind of neat way to build community engagement and community involvement. Like we have a lot of teachers and staff who live in the community and their kids are going through the school.
In terms of time and the flow of the
It
graduation,
didn't really drag it out
didn't?
because everybody was really prepared.
So they were like kind of lined up in
Yeah.
in the end zone,
Mhm.
sort of?
Yeah,
Okay.
they knew when
How
they
many
were up.
Typical people would be involved.
I think it depends on the graduation year. I think the year that I graduated, there was 4 out of 250 kids.
Okay,
So it's not like a huge.
right,
And we can be select on this, like, I think for Timberlane, it was,
I see that they have to write a letter.
yes.
So that's an effort in itself.
Yep. But I will say, it's, a lot of the families really enjoyed it. I think the teachers here, I have at least 2 or 3 friends who have kids that are, with their staff here and their kids have graduated, and I'm sure they would have loved this if this was an option for them.
Mhm.
So I really would like to work with, this is Timberlane's policy, but I wanted to bring it today because this is our last policy meeting before the new board is selected.
Right.
So I wanted to bring it to you and to Moira to discuss if we were okay with moving forward and having the admin create a policy.
Well, shouldn't we do a first read with this?
Well, here's the thing. Let me help with one thing. I already had the admins review it.
Oh,
I was
perfect.
trying to be ahead of the curve.
Sorry.
So I think there were some changes. Just take a minute and
Okay.
reread it because I think they added a couple of things just to clarify because they felt like they were just trying to avoid any hurt feelings.
Okay,
Because there has to be like a limit.
yeah,
And they were trying to figure out how to set the limit without hurting anyone's feelings. So
Right,
they
right.
did work on some language, so.
Okay. And I also think this is something that the whole school board needs to decide, not two
Mhm.
people.
Mhm.
no, that's what I'm saying.
That's
like,
why it's gotta go to the board.
Right.
I did not know that our district had already looked at this.
Yeah.
When Jen had sent it to me and Phyllis put it on the agenda, it was still Timberlane.
Yeah,
And I wanted to just start the process.
Yeah.
And then have it go through the admin and then go to the board. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, we definitely would not push it through. definitely.
Okay.
It looks the same to me, but.
so when people collaborate and make changes, they don't put their changes in any color, it's just a change, how do you? So you have
No,
to
the way we're
think-
supposed to do it is, this one we did kind of quick
Yeah.
because we were trying to get it done for today. Normally what happens is you take the existing policy and you cross out anything that you want to take out so that you can see what's been crossed out.
Hmm,
And then anything that's being added is bold,
okay,
right? But in this instance, I think they were just trying to get it, there were a lot of people looking at it all at once yesterday, like the norm, we had a big admin meeting yesterday for the day. So I don't know that they adhered to the normal rules that Phyllis and I use.
okay.
So this one's a little unique, but normally 99% of the time you get.
Oh, I see where they changed it. So instead of, so right now it's for a district employee or school board member. So in other I think in Timberlane, it's like select people and stuff, but this one, if other people that are outside need to write a letter to you.
Yeah, we're basically just trying to say like, we can't have 25 people.
Yeah,
living
no,
in a house.
I get it
So we
completely.
were trying to figure out, and what we decided was, if folks can live with this for this year, we can try it.
Yeah.
And see if it gets weird, and then if it gets weird, we have a
Yeah.
conversation about it.
Yeah, that was my concern.
Yeah.
So,
We figured it out that it'd be like what you said, maybe 4 people.
Yeah,
If we went with district employees and school board.
I'm just trying
members.
to think of who the seniors are now, and I think it's maybe two to 3 people tops, so.
That's what we came up with, too, Heather.
All right, do we have a
So,
motion?
yeah, I'd like to make a motion to move IKFAA to the school board for first read.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Nope.
In favor?
Yes,
Yes. Okay. Policy KI, visitors to school, staff and students. I had no questions. I don't know if you
I
did.
don't have any.
Okay. I'd like to make a motion to move for first and second read.
And then it goes to the school board?
Yeah, make a motion to
Yeah.
move to the school board for first and second read.
Okay,
Any discussion?
second, I mean,
Okay, any discussion?
no,
Okay, all in favor?
yes.
Yes, okay. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, well, Jim, I'd like to thank you I've been on policy with you and I've really enjoyed, I think I've learned a lot from you. You have some really thoughtful questions and things that I don't always think about, so thank you. It's been a pleasure working with
Three
you.
heads are better than,
Yes.
and sometimes full.
I tried.
We do not know when our next policy meeting will be until after the new board is elected. So I will adjourn at 5:10. That's like a new.
Thank you for
record.
the.
You're welcome.